What's up?
You
Seems
ready to
like we're
do
talking
this?
a lot these days. Yeah, yeah. We're going to jump in and talk a little bit about AI and just had a conversation about AI. And I'm going to put quotes around that because, I saw it in a minute. Everybody was like, AI, it just becomes blended into white noise now. And so there's a lot of misconceptions and what it really is and what we think it is. I mean, I'm on ChatGPT and I learned something at an AI summit in Silicon Valley. And I'm like, oh, that's where we're confused. So this is what this is about. Maybe underlying, maybe giving everybody here a little bit to look forward to, but also there's a lot of talk about I need to build an AI. I need to build this. We're all agents listening here. So my message before we get started is agents need to build drip campaigns too. And they need to do this too. And they need to follow up with their leads too. And they need to do texting too. And they need to have 137 jobs you need to do. The point of real
That's
AI
true.
is to eliminate the jobs you don't have time or knowledge or want to do and not build out, organize your organization, what I call operating system based on
Mhm.
AI. So your operating system does the work for you so you can shake more hands and close more deals. That's my message today. So let me share my screen really quick with you.
As you're sharing it, I'm going to read your bio really quick just so people know who you are.
Sure.
Uh, Brian Hoialmen is Chief Strategy Officer with Lofty. He's been in the SaaS world for over 20 years. Brian and I know of each other for a long time, and then we met about 4 or 5 years ago officially or so. Brian, the cool thing about Brian is he brings such a deep understanding of enterprise customers and what they need, and then connects it to really the world that we need to be in. This is why I love that you're working at Lofty, Brian.
Thanks.
I think
Thanks.
you bring a different angle that sometimes is forgotten or sometimes is like uh, deeply needed. And so this is why you, AI, Lofty, it makes sense. Thanks for being on.
Yeah, thank you. So to that note, as you can see my screen right now, and I'll share it. I want to be able to, because it'll pop off, I want to see a little bit before we get started on this presentation. How much time do I have?
You got 30 minutes, about
Perfect.
25 minutes, 25
So
minutes.
here's the bottom line before we get started and going through AI. At the end of the day, we need to keep it simple. And AI's job for everybody here, and as I go through this presentation, broke it down to three main things that I've been coaching on. So Tristan, we've talked about this. Your AI is going to do three things mainly for you. It's going to create time, save you time, create time. If you're not building or having or using AI to create time, then you're wasting time. So the AI is not replacing you, it's giving you back time.
I
Okay.
like that. Yep.
Number two, so think of themes. Number two, AI is to save you money or make you money. So it's time and money. If you're not using AI to make you money or save you money by eliminating what we're talking about, an AI agent for transactions that will manage your transaction process, help you write your contracts, do the process and automate all that, like AI driving a car. AI should be driving your transaction, all that work you need to do. So if you're paying for a transaction coordinator, then AI is either going to make that transaction coordinator better to handle more or eliminate that cost for you. The brokerages spend $1.8 billion on transaction management. Think about that. You own a brokerage, how much do you spend? $300, $400 per transaction? If AI can eliminate that, we're building agents to help do that. Not trying to eliminate the agent's job or jobs per se, either make you more efficient so save you money or create money for you. And last but not least, AI is designed to give you knowledge,
True.
give
And
you more
there's a lot
information.
of that right now, dude. A lot of information.
Correct. So let's jump into this. Let me go into my thing here. Hit present, and uh,
Canva user.
no, I'm just not a tech guy. I'm a how do you make money in the business guy.
Your
So
relationships.
that's what we're in, right? So
Yeah.
AI that actually works, real use cases in real estate. So it's applied to what you do every day is what agents really need to do. They got to try to figure out how to go somewhere. Your AI should be like your Waze. It tells you where to go. You don't know how it works, right? It just tells you what to do, when to do it. So AI, it's all about replacing what we just talked about, people. So let me give you some use cases. Tristan, if you have your AI, we have a Lofty, we've built an AI sales assistant. I know you know this, but it's not just AI that, that people think of chat and engaging your nurture leads. We've already, we've kind of conquered that. Does that everybody here? There's a lot of people have that, right? That's kind of surface level. A sales assistant is going to pay attention to your leads. It's going to trigger the calls that are most likely. It's going to watch your leads. It's also going to manage your day to day, give you reporting back on productivity. It's a virtual sales assistant versus, and that requires a much deeper conversational level, what we call an AI agent. It requires a lot more bandwidth, and there's a lot different costs associated with employing that agent. So you have ISAs and things like that. You're going to save money by employing agent to do that. So it's about creating workers, if that makes sense, and to
Yep.
replace certain people. So it isn't about you programming AI to write a email for you. No, your agent should do that autonomously. You just give it a task and it does a campaign and it finishes it all. That requires a lot more bandwidth for that AI to perform that task. And there's tokens, and not to get into, I know you've been hearing about this, it requires a lot more bandwidth and cost. So essentially, when you're hiring agents, the future is getting it to do more work for you so you can save money hiring people to do that. Make sense?
All right, dude, 100%. Go.
So the second thing, practical use AI. So if you think about this, content creation, we're actually showing you how Lofty, our AI system, helps create and manage your blogs through our AI marketer. It's actually going out and you're giving it a task to be a dominant market in an area. It learns how you want to talk, and it really goes out and does your blogging, your social posts, and everything. It manages that process for you rather than a marketing person. That is our AI marketing agent. So thinking about, for everybody here, I'm not trying to sell Lofty, but for all of you guys out there, if you're doing this manually, you want AI to do this for you. And you can see it working on the screen.
I see that. Easy.
You can think of AI as lead behavior tracking. You think about lead scoring and, or homeowner scoring, and companies that do, well, what they're doing is using AI to do that, but you're paying for that third party. When you think about an ecosystem or thinking about organizations like that we have built into your search to settlement, you want your AI taking other third party data sources like home garage data, when days on market, all of this data lake, right? And you want to score your homeowners, score your renters, score your active leads, pulling all that in and building that score so you can focus on less time following up with leads that may not, and focus more time on what leads are more likely to transact. Now, a lot of companies have been doing that for years. AI is making that happen in seconds, and it's doing it real, meaning real actual work, than kind of this made up gobbledygook that's been out there for years, Tristan.
Yeah.
Another practical use for AI, and I want to pause a little bit. Are we doing Q&As here? We just recording this, or do we have time to ask questions and things from the audience?
Yeah, dude, I think so far you're just getting a lot of love for Lofty. So no questions yet. Just people loving Lofty. And somebody said Brian is a stud. So we're good.
All right.
There
So
it is.
the other thing that's the secret sauce to everything that we want to think about your AI, number 3, and this is probably for me the most important thing. And back, from other companies in the place, me a long time from Zerpel, this idea that a lead comes in and you never have to talk to it, and the system actually gets the person ready to talk to you and close without you being involved in the process. I always use the term, if you're asleep at the wheel, you want your AI to get you home and into a transaction. So lead qualification, the misconception for everybody here, and this is a big mistake we've made, is if you've ever been fishing, lead gen is fishing. Would you agree with that, Tristan?
Yeah.
Okay. AI can't cast a pole for you. Okay. It can't cast the pole. But what it can do is help you define and the right target fish. And that's where we've done a poor job. Are you targeting homeowners and renters, or are you targeting buyers or sellers? Because there's no place in a lake in real estate today where you can say, I want a buyer, and that's a buyer, and I'm targeting that. We don't have that source. If you find that source, let me know. I have brokers I partner with, if you find it, Trish. So what AI needs to do is turn homeowners and renters in your database, all of other products, into buyers and sellers and qualify them. This is the holy grail everybody's been looking for. We're ahead of the pack. If your AI is not part of your search, nurture to settlement, watching your leads, paying attention to the leads, not pre-qualify like just mortgage, but having you create an AI that says, hey, there's special financing with your mortgage partner, and getting them qualified and into a buyer agency contract 6 months from now to buy at some point, so that when they go to Zillow, right, Tristan, you don't have to pay
No.
Zillow the 45% commission fee because you got them in a buyer agency. So you money.
Question, and this is just so everyone is clear. Everything that you're showing is part of Lofty. It doesn't require any other integration, right?
That's correct. So I'm going to talk a little bit at the end about Lofty's new vision moving forward and our moving forward plan over to the end of the year and how we're leveraging and becoming an AI. Our goal and what we're branding ourselves as, and this is important for everybody listening, is we are a vertical AI organization. Horizontal AI is given. It kind of lives in your your back end, right? It helps you write your content, things like that. Vertical AI are jobs that you give your AI tasks to perform to create time, money, or knowledge. Bottom line, if you're not building jobs for your AI, and by the way, for everybody here, if you have to build it, you're probably with the wrong organization. And I'm not trying to badmouth anybody that's out here. You should be working with companies that are building the AI for you, so that learn how you run your business, but you're not having to train it. That's the bottom line. It's already pre-done. We have 100,000 users. We do this every day. So, and other companies do too. So it's not just about Lofty.
All right. I love
And
that, man.
all right.
Thank you.
So another practical use for everybody here. Number 4, CRM assistant. Okay. What does this mean? What does CRM stand for, Tristan?
Dude, I have no idea. I just use it every day.
It's client relationship management.
Easy. There you go.
Okay. Or customer relationship management. Okay. If you get a lead on Google, are they your customer yet?
No,
If you're walking down the street and someone fills because he put a flyer in the mailbox, are they a customer yet?
not yet.
So are we correctly?
What is it? It cut off on my end.
Are we using CRMs correctly?
We
Because if we're
definitely
using,
are not.
think about this. Your CRMs are for people that you've talked to, that you know and work with. Your AI nurture is about creating clients for your CRM. That's a big difference.
Mhm.
So when we're thinking about your CRM assistants, if you have 10,000 leads in your database, can you watch all 10,000 fishing poles at the same time and tell you who you need to work with or what needs to be done? What you really want is AI to build out and automate your entire process so you actually get the lead in, you don't worry about it, and all your processes are done. And then it's telling you who's ready and transacting. Now, that's the dream, but that's the path we're on, and that's going super fast. Like every day, it's something new, something thing. You want to be an AI forward company you're working with. You're not trying to figure out how this works. You want to work with companies that are building AI assistants, building AI jobs to do this for you. So you don't have to have somebody manage a CRM. You make your AI manage it for you.
I think that becomes the key, man. When you have AI managing all of these things that no one person can do simultaneously, I think that's when things start changing up.
It does. So in other words, and I think in theory, this is your AI workforce. See, we're not trying to build AI chat GPTs. You're trying to build a workforce and fire yourself from the jobs that you don't have time to do. That's what the future is in real estate, is get back to real estate. Get back to what our job is. Our job is being a concierge for consumers. It's shaking hands, it's being talking to real people, and AI can't do that. AI can't sell for you. AI can't shake hands for you. AI can't show homes for you. What AI can do is give back your freedom to do your job. And that's what we need to build. It needs to be your coach for your agents. It needs to take back your life so you can do what you did in your career. And that's the beauty of the future for everybody listening in. And that's where you want to work with companies, and I'm sure there's a lot of companies out here that are creating a digital marketing AI that you can plug in. I'm sure they are. That's great. That's what you're looking for. You're looking for a company that's building a lead analysis that analyzes your database, right, Tristan? That tells you and works that and does that for you. You want an AI that is their sales assistant. Tristan, you have 300 agents. Wouldn't it be nice if your sales assistant told your agent when to go to the bathroom, when to take their pill, what they need to do, when they need to call, and track whether they do it, and then hold them accountable? Not just surface level, like actually doing that for you and reporting on results, handing them scripts, telling them that, hey, you could have said this differently on this script, talk to the lead about this. Wouldn't
Yeah.
that be how much, Tristan, and I'm being real salesy here, how much time do you spend trying to coach your agents for success and how to work leads?
It feels like I spend a lot more time than I should, man.
Okay. How much time does your agent spend trying to promote listings?
Depends on the agent. What's the answer that you're looking for?
It's because they don't have an AI doing it for them.
Hmm. Yeah, there you go.
And then finally, and as I go into the last thing, claim, okay, claim your free Lofty platform demo and claim the freedom you deserve as agents to free up your time, create more money opportunity, demo AI and demo our system to claim back the freedom you have to make money as opposed to more work. And I want to make sure that everybody here understands that Lofty itself is about freeing up agents to be the center of the transaction, freeing up lenders to help you close more deals. It's about freeing up your time, giving you more opportunity to save money and make money, and giving you the opportunity to have knowledge and how to make all that happen to do your job more effectively. AI is the centerpiece to do that.
I love that, man. All right. So what happens here? Claim your free Lofty platform demo. What do we get?
So what you do is you want to talk to someone about your ecosystem. So what I would say a message to everybody here is Lofty is really the center operating system. Within Lofty, we're operating system to operate an agent's business, right? You know that we just came out with leads on demand, ability for agents that don't even need a CRM or a website. They can just get leads at their fingertips. And we have integration partners that we integrate with other people. I mean, I also say, Luxury Presence put out. So we may not be everything you want in one system, but we're the best AI operating system. And we also partner and have open APIs to make us the central hub, your AI hub for your business. So if you want a demo on how we can make that happen for you, and you don't have to basically give up everything to be the whole everything in one spot, that's not, and you know this is not really appealing. It's create an operating system, but if you want to use a additional CRM, we integrate with a lot of CRMs. We integrate with other website vendors. We integrate and have an open API. That's our new vision, is to be able to create an operating system, an ecosystem, and in the
I love that.
ecosystem, we're trying to connect everything together, okay, in a hub, and a data lake, and a AI lake, and a worker lake, and that's the secret to success in real estate, is to leverage AI to create an operating system that works for the agent, so they do more closing. It's never there's not one size that fits all,
That's
but
true.
okay. But if you have an operating system that is very open to everyone, and you know this already, Tristan, open to working with other vendors to create the best operating system for everybody, we need to hold hands and hug each other right now in space. We're under attack, and the more we do that, the better the business will be.
I like that, man. We need to love each other and hold hands. All about relationships.
It really isn't like I know we're cutthroat, man. I've been an agent. Hey, every one of your agents competes with everybody else in your office.
Yeah. Yeah.
But if we're all fishing in the same pond, wouldn't it be nice to sit next to a buddy who fishes, and they caught a fish and they go, "Hey, I'm using this bait."
Mm. Yeah, I like that. Well, that's what you and I believe, right? That's why I
Yeah,
created Lab Coat Agents. So,
it isn't
so
one. It isn't. So, well, Lofty, we're not saying we're the best of the best. We're just saying we're here to educate and provide the best thought leadership possible. And if that leads you to come to Lofty and do a demo, great. If you want to, can I share? I mean, I talk a little bit about like Lofty Blast. If you just want leads, go to loftyblast.com, click a button,
Yeah.
put your MLS ID in, and you'll generate leads for your listing. And you can pick a zip code, Lofty Blast. Blast. If you do that, you can create a zip code, pick it. You can start the month off at 10 to 40 leads. You don't even need a CRM. You don't need a website.
Yeah, I'm going to answer a few questions here. But first, Jonas says the form is not accepting Brazil.
You're in Brazil?
Yeah, that's what they're saying, John.
Yeah, if
Jonas,
you're
are
in
you
Brazil, it's international. Yeah, because you're international. So if anybody here is international, it's outside of North America, Mexico, Brazil. Hey, buddy, what's up? If you're outside of that, you want to connect with me. You don't have an MLS. It's just a different market. But things like social media, like Facebook, is international. So doing things like coaching on how to do this, guys, connect to me personally. I can give you some tips, some points of interest to go. And if you can help us do that, I would definitely. Parts of Mexico, Virgin Island, so those types of things. Puerto Rico. These are things that we can operate in.
Perfect.
The
Put
rest of the
your
world's a little complicated.
put your email on there, and I'm going to answer a question, Brian.
Uh-huh.
Crystal's asking, does this work with KV Core or Bold Trail? So Blast will work with those two.
Anything.
Yeah, Blast will work with anything. The
You don't need a
difference,
CRM.
yeah, you actually don't, which is amazing. You should test out Blast. Now, Lofty in itself replaces KV Core and Bold Trail, so you don't need either of those. And if you're asking me, I've been using this since 2017, which it was Chime before, and I've used KV Core slash
I sold you
Bold
KV
Trail.
Core.
Yeah, that's where that's where Brian comes from. That's his previous company. He worked with them. So yeah,
Number three employee. So if you guys, I'm not gonna my other company. So just so you know, I'll let Tristan say what he's gonna say. But if you have some questions, I would say that if KV Core is that Android, we're the iPhone, or vice versa.
yeah. Listen, just use Lofty. You'll make your life better, easier. It's what Jason just said. Jason just said, just use Lofty. Make your life easier. Brian,
Easier use, simpler, maybe more forward thinking. If you think about it that way, AI wise, there's an option there. But I can tell, last thing I'll say, I'm not here to bash other people's using other products. We're here about Lofty, but bottom line, do something. Do something.
I agree,
Okay?
man.
Go have fun. Go have fun.
Brian, how do people get a hold of you?
Directly, I have my, I do this and I get calls and rings and emails and all that kind of things. Go to lofty.com, request a demo. If you ask for me to be on that demo, I will show up on that demo and work with the salesperson. If you want to go to lofty.com and request, or if you go to blast.com or anything that you want to talk to me and request it from lofty.com, or you go to loftyblast.com, or you want to learn about our auto farming hyper-local programs that we're doing with exclusive farms, exclusive zip codes, anything that you want to learn about, get in contact with me. I'll jump on with any of our consultants and jump on that call if you request that time with me. Connect to me privately without giving and getting blast. I mean, I'm on Facebook, social media. Tristan knows this. You guys can connect with me that way. That's easy to do. You can connect with me on LinkedIn after I do these things. I get a lot of private messages. I will follow up. I'll give you my private cell phone number. I've done that. Tristan knows. He calls me. Tristan, you call me all the time directly.
I'm
just asking
texting
me
you
for a tip.
right when we're done, okay, with Mark Rader, so we can fix this other thing.
Yeah, so I'm available. I'm just not going to put my phone number because it blows up. But if they want to call me or they want to call, you can go through Tristan Lab Coats. They know my contact information direct. They have the luxury of being able to connect with me directly to ask me a question or two. And at the end of the day, last thing I'll say one more time, let's keep it simple and have fun.
Yep.
Okay. That's all there is to it. Wine, dine, and have a good time, your ecosystem. Wine, dine, and have a good time with your database. Wine, dine, and have a good time with your social media. And believe it or not, wine, dine, and have a good time with leads that come from Google, because that's our job. Our job is relationships. Our job is to wine, dine, and have a good time with people.
Thanks, brother. Appreciate you, man. Great
Have a
job.
good one. Take care. Bye.